Sri Lanka's former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who was ousted from power following months of protests, has reportedly left for the United States with his family. According to reports, Rajapaksa and his family left for the US via Dubai. This is Rajapaksa's first foreign trip since returning to Sri Lanka more than 3 months ago. In July, the former president's visa request was rejected by the US, reports said, when he was trying to flee the country after promising to quit office. Gotabaya held a dual citizenship of Sri Lanka and the US, but had to give up his American citizenship ahead of the 2019 elections in Sri Lanka because of a law that barred foreign nationals from running for the presidency. He won the national elections with a thumping majority, but became the country's most unpopular leader mid-term, amid a severe economic meltdown that continues to bleed the country and its citizens. In July, when the country was rocked by massive protests over the worsening economy, the 73-year-old politician fled to Sri Lanka to the Maldives after staying briefly in Singapore and Thailand. He returned to Sri Lanka in September. However, in August, Sri Lankan media reported that the former president had applied for a US green card to return to America and settle there with his family. The reports claim that the Rajapaksa's lawyers in the United States had already begun the procedure in July for his application to obtain the green card, as he was eligible to apply due to his wife being a US citizen. Sri Lanka, a country of 22 million people, is going through its worst economic crisis since its independence in 1948, which was triggered by an acute scarcity of foreign exchange reserves. There have been street protests in Sri Lanka against the government since early April due to its mishandling of the economic crisis. However, Rajapaksa's trip certainly raises some questions. Did the US finally have a change of heart for Rajapaksa, or is there more to his trip? For more on this, our correspondent, Desunia Tora, has sent us this report. Listen in.
The news of former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa travelling to the United States via Dubai along with his family in what appears to be a private visit has got many Sri Lankans questioning as to whether Sri Lankan authorities are taking matters quite seriously in terms of holding the former president accountable for causing Sri Lanka's worst economic crisis since independence, where for much of this year, Sri Lanka did see mass protests calling for the former president to step down, in which, towards the final few weeks and days of these protests, former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was seen fleeing the country. However, this visit appears to be a private visit along with his family, yet the sentiment of the public remains the same. Reporting for WION World is One from Colombo, I'm Dasnia Tauda.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.